What's going on, y'all? Forgive my appearance. Girl, I don't know why my face look puffy. I feel like my face is a little swollen. Truth be told, I only been up for like an hour or so, a couple of hours. And I'm at work, and work hasn't started yet. So let me just tell y'all what's going on with these reviews for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Ooh, wrong show. Love and Marriage DC. So, because there's going to be some times that I have to work on Saturdays and Sundays. And, you know, when I work on Saturdays, baby, I had to get up extra early and I be tired by the time I come home. So there's a possibility that you will get the review. So don't have to wait. Don't have to worry if I'm going to give it to you. Just check for it. If you don't see it on Saturday, you will get it on Sunday afternoon. And that's just because Saturday I be so goddamn tired. So that's just what's been going on, and that's just how it's going to go. If I don't have to work on Saturday and, you know, everything is on the up and up, you will get the reviews on Saturday night right after the show, because then I'll be rested, you know. But anyway, let's just get into this episode of Love and Marriage DC, Season 2, Episode 2, Winter Storm. Girl, let me just say this. Winter came through, and winter came through in a messy mess, okay? But before we get there, let's do the continuation of Jamie and Lil Jamie and the whole family and all of that. I feel like, again, I will say it. Big Jamie should never brought this whole subject up with Lil Jamie, okay, at Jason's party. That was the wrong place, wrong time. Yes, they needed to talk about this whole situation, and again, it just wasn't the right time. It wasn't the right place. I just don't believe in trying to hash out issues at somebody else's event at the sake of somebody else, you know, happiness and, you know, taking the attention away from them. Because that's literally what wound up happening. You know what I'm saying? Because instead of us sitting here talking about how beautiful and how joyous of an occasion it was for Jason to, you know, be going out on his own in this Doris Project situation and being independent now. He's going to be gone for 9 months. Instead of, you know, celebrating him and putting all the focus on him, now we're talking about this whole situation between Lil Jamie and Big Jamie. Lil Jamie and Big Jamie get into it, and we have to understand that both of them are at fault, okay? Both of them are at fault. Big Jamie, you want to talk about how the kids are entitled and they feel like they deserve this and that and all of this stuff, and you want to get upset at Lil Jamie at the way that he has been responding to things, and, you know, but at the same time, yeah, it's your fault as well, because why is it that he grew up and he has this idea and this sense of entitlement? Because you gave him everything. That's just what it was. You gave him everything, and it feels like, I don't know if you tried to put your foot down yet, but it's just like you let him get away with a lot of stuff instead of going ahead and disciplining him, you know, a little bit stricter, a little bit harder, you know, before it got to this point. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you can put all the discipline and you can give all the love and, you know, raise up a kid right, and they can still go array. And that's probably what was going on with Jamie as well, Lil Jamie as well. And he has to take responsibility for it. Ain't nobody gonna be here to kiss your ass, okay? You are a grown man. You know what I'm saying? If your father and your mother don't want to pay your speeding ticket, that's on you. If you were supposed to get a job or whatever, and, you know, something happened where, oh, I didn't know that they was gonna look in my background or whatever, you can't get mad at your daddy, okay? You can't get mad at your daddy because of that. That's not his fault. He thought you had it in the bag too. He didn't know they was going to do a background check probably like that. And, you know, they was going to look at that type of situation that was going on with you for the past 5 years and, you know, and hold it against you. You know what I'm saying? You have to take responsibility for yourself. Your father is out here trying to give you stuff, trying to give you options, but you're not taking it because you're not taking it upon yourself to try to look for stuff yourself. Instead, you're going the easy route of getting in trouble. And so that's why you're in the situation that you're in as well. But Jamie, Big Jamie, you have to learn, this man don't know how to talk to people. And I don't know if it's because he a cop or, you know, what that was or whatever, but he has, and somebody said it last week, and I think Arena said it or somebody else, it's his tone. you know. And I did not like the fact on the preview for next week's episode where they said Jamie was up there talking about not wanting to be there no more, whatever. And then Big Jamie say, that's just him, you know, that's him wanting attention or whatever. Baby, I don't take nobody lightly. You never should take it lightly, whether you feel like it's somebody playing games or not. You don't take lightly what somebody say they don't want to be here, whether it's talking about be within that family or be here on this earth. That sounds like some mental health stuff going on, and we can clearly see that it's a lot of mess that's going on in that family that y'all need to talk about. And I'm glad that Arena, you know, brought up the fact to him later in the episode that they do need to sit down and talk to somebody. Y'all need therapy. Jamie need therapy. Big Jamie need therapy to understand the reason why he comes off the way that he comes off so hard. And little Jamie need to understand, get therapy to understand what's going on with him, because something ain't all the way right, you know. And we all trying to figure out what happened within that relationship, within that, you know, family that caused little Jamie to feel so strongly about his father, like to the point where they were literally about to come to blows in the hallway. You know what I'm saying? And I just didn't feel like that was right. You know, I didn't like the way that everybody started coming out there to see what was going on, because at this point, y'all not involved in this. Nothing you can say at this moment can, you know, sway the conversation, can, you know, ease down what was going on or whatever. Quick trying to come in and say, oh, I get it, you adults and all this stuff, but you 26 years. No, you be quiet. Y'all saw that whole shit. I don't know if y'all saw it, but Lil Jamie had posted something on Instagram last week about the fact that DJ Quick had called him a bad kid in last week's episode. Oh yeah, he came for Quick's neck for a little bit. But I just felt like he wasn't needed. He really wasn't needed, and this should have just stayed between Arena and Jamie and Lil Jamie. And to be quite honest, I don't even feel like production or whoever should have came out there and told Big Jamie to come out there to go talk to him or whatever when they're both in a heated situation. What should have happened is Lil Jamie should have just left. They should have just let Lil Jamie leave. That's just all that it was, because the attention was focused on him and it should have been on Jason, you know? And I just felt like that was a mess. Meanwhile, we got Ashley up here trying to, you know, do her situation with her book. She's doing some little promo. She's going on a little TV talk show. Let me tell you something. Ashley handled that situation well. You know, we all feel some type of way about Ashley. Ashley comes off like a little mean girl to a certain extent, and I feel like it's because she just real blunt with it. You know what I'm saying? But when Ashley was doing that promo for her book, baby, I am here to talk about my product. I am here to talk about myself. We could talk about my family because that is pertaining to me. It's probably going to be up in my book or whatever. So how dare you bring up, why would you bring up, and see, this is what I cannot stand, and this is why I don't want to be famous or whatever, or have a situation where I need to talk and do all this stuff and be associated with certain people, because no, do not bring up other people's stuff, okay, while you're talking to me. I am here to promote my things, and they gonna bring up, the lady gonna say something. So, do you know anything about Monique and the Samuel situation and this marriage? Girl, you done already came out and you literally just said, Miss Anchor Lady, whoever was doing the question, you said that the girl said that it was a lie, right? What else is there to say? You want her to spill some dirt and be like, I mean, I guess that's what they said, but I really don't believe it, you know, because I know some more stuff. If you true friends and you already know what's going on, why would you think that the friends was going to spill the shit on your show? That ain't friendship, you know what I'm saying? And I'm so glad Ashley didn't play into it. Ashley said, I'm here for me, and, you know, my marriage is good, and I haven't spoken to Monique in the past week and a half, and that's just it. That's all you could say at that moment. Either that or no comment. Because, girl, why are you asking me about somebody else, okay? Now, you want to ask about them, why don't you get on the phone and you call them and you see what's going on and get it from the horse's mouth. And you already got it from the horse's mouth, even if you don't believe it or not, you know, that they're okay for right now, okay? That's just what it is. That's what they're putting out there, and that's what we're going to go by. It came out of their mouth. I said, why would you do that? Meanwhile, you got Ashley and her friend Alicia, who is, you know, her co-host on her podcast, and they're about to throw that little pink party or whatever. And so they're going over that, and you know, the friend, they bring up, how do you think your, because she was talking about her sister as well. And I think the sister, or one of them, brought up, you know, how do they think the mom gonna feel about the book coming out? Because Ashley, I understand the reason why Ashley comes off sometimes the way that she does. You know, everybody, almost everybody on this cast got some like family trauma that's going on, okay, whether they want to admit it or not. But you know, Ashley has put it out there, and you know, I feel a little bad for her, because that's probably why she's so hardened now. Because listen, the mom left, you know, and she comes off as the type, the way that Ashley is talking about her. She left when she was 16 years old to follow a man and to go stay with a man. And I would love to know exactly what happened with that. And I don't understand the thought process, never have and never will, of women, or specifically people in, you have kids, you have a family, and you will leave your kids for another person. We see it a lot with men just leaving the household, unfortunately. But when a woman, I don't know, it's a different type of what the hell, you know, type of feeling. Like, what the hell are you on for you to leave your child for another person, like for a man, and just have them, you know, fend for themselves and everything like that? I just don't understand that for any parent that does that. And, you know, she was like, she don't know how the mama gonna take it, though. It's probably gonna go against, you know, the way that she's trying to perceive herself now. You know, put herself on Facebook, because y'all know that's where all the old people at. The old people on Facebook, cutting up or whatever, making it seem like they're this and that, when in their past they was actually this way or that way, the complete opposite. And all of a sudden their past is deleted, and they don't want to acknowledge that. But then when you throw it up in their face, it's a big problem. And that's what it seems like it's going to happen with Ashley and her mom when they had a little discussion next week. You know, they was also talking about the party, talking about Joy. You know, Joy and Ashley are cool, and even though I felt some type of way about, and a few people felt some type of way about the way that, you know, Alicia and, you know, Ashley was coming at Joy about speaking at an event for single mothers or whatever, you know, baby, sometimes cash is cash, okay? And if that's the best that they could get, that's the best that they can get, and she accepted it, that's just what it is, okay? I do feel like Ashley was being a little judgmental, but I get where she was coming from, because the girl don't have kids. You know, she could have turned it down, but again, we don't know the situation as to why she accepted it. But at the same time, you're my friend, just congratulate me. You know what I'm saying? Just congratulate me, and don't put me on the spot like that and make me feel bad about, you know, getting an opportunity to speak at an event by major people. You know what I'm saying? So that was where I was coming from in my thought process about that. But, you know, Joy and Alicia, well, I should say Alicia and Ashley, they're still cool with Joy. They were okay with the way that she responded, and they was like, okay, you know, she took it on the chin. I said, what is this? It felt like a little hazing type of situation. Like, let me come at you and see how you handle this situation, and see if you can roll with this clique or whatever. But that's that. So they're cool with that. Meanwhile, we get to Winter Girl. Winter's gonna give us a time again, okay? Winter, my face looks swollen. It feel like girl, I've been up for the past couple of hours. It feel like I'm asleep. It's been some stuff going on. I gotta figure it out. And I feel tired. Like, this side feel a little, I gotta figure it out. I don't know if it's because of my tooth. But yeah, my face look a little swollen. Don't comment. I don't need you to, because I already know. I'm finna call somebody after this. But yeah, Winter came through, and Winter, let me just tell you this, girl, you a messy bitch. You messy as all hell, and you trying to act like you not. And I feel like, you know what, at this point in time, that's why you on the show. That is why you on the show, because girl, you know, I don't know, a lot of us really wasn't here for you at the beginning of season 1. A few people still ain't here for you now, but at the same time, you brought the drama and you made season 1 what it was, okay? You made the people that was actually tuning in continue to tune in, because let's be honest, season 1 just really wasn't cutting it like that. It was cute, but it wasn't all that. But you made it keep on going. And girl, you just being extra messy right off the back right now. And I said, what is the point? What is the point? Okay, like, you go into the studio with this guy named Black. Okay, fine. And come to find out, you know, y'all working on some music. I did not know that you had actually made that song, signed them papers into a real song, okay? And he helped produce and write and all that stuff or whatever. That's cute or whatever. Okay, fine. Moving on from that. You get up in that studio, y'all, this lady got up into the studio, and I understand capitalizing on stuff that made you popular. And that's what you're supposed to do for the most part. But not at the... You want to be cool with people, or you want to cut down the tension between people, but yet you take a phrase that caused a lot of drama, that caused a lot of issue within the group of people that you are filming with, and you try to put it up in a song, Gutter Barbies, okay? And trying to say that it is not a diss to Irena and not a diss to Ashley. And you want us to sit here and believe that and think that it's going to go well, and they going to hear that and say, oh, okay, girl, you know, it's not a diss, this cute or whatever. No, girl. No, girl, you've been around these women long enough to know how they gonna take it. Whether you meant it in a good way or a negative way, they gonna take it in a negative way. Because, baby, I don't want to hear nothing about somebody that came at me and used a phrase, you know, that was negative towards me, and then you gonna make it into a song and make money off of it. No, okay? And you think I'm supposed to be here for it and be okay with it and be like, this cute? So she talking to her friend Sherelle, who is married to Black, the producer that was in there. And Sherelle is also friends with Joy, okay? Not Joy, but Ashley, you know what I'm saying? So she cool with the group, you know. And the one thing that I did like Sherelle about is when Sherelle heard the song and she was sitting down there talking to, you know, what's her name? Winter. She told her, listen, I'm going to Ashley's party and I'm going to tell her about the song. And I said, you know what? On the one hand, I'm glad that she spoke up and she said, listen, you're not going to be caught off guard when you find out that Ashley and them know about the song, because I'm going to tell them. I'm going to tell them. You know what I'm saying? If it comes up, that's what it is. I'm going to tell them. I can respect that, but at the same time, bitch, you could have just been quiet, okay? If you want to be, and see, this is what I be talking about. I talk about, you know, you got two people that don't like each other, but yet we're friends with each other. You know what I'm saying? I can be friends with both of them, and I know how to stay neutral. You want to know how? And this is my explanation. You don't tell me nothing about that person, and you don't tell me nothing about her. I don't want to hear it, okay? And if you do tell me something, I'm keeping that to myself. You know what I'm saying? Sherelle, on the other hand, she's sitting down here listening to the drama that Winter is telling her about the people, and that Irena and Ashley is telling her about Winter, and then gonna go back and tell each other. Now, see, Miss Sherelle, you being a little messy too, and you playing the fence. You going side to side. You ain't trying to be neutral. You just trying to stir the pot. Okay, that's what I feel like. You know what I'm saying? It's giving a little messy tease, you know, and y'all coming with the drama. I'm just gonna say that. I said, you know, Winter still talking about how she tried to make up with the girls, and, you know, she wanted to sit down and talk to Irena about the things that people been sending her and talking about her kids and all this stuff. And I said, girl, leave it alone. Leave it alone, okay? If she ain't trying to hear it, she ain't trying to hear it. And at the end of the day, what is it gonna do for you and her for you to tell her about the fact that people been talking about her kids? She can't do nothing about it, because that's just how social media is. You know what I'm saying? Why are you playing into it? I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I said, girl, you just want some mess. And then you want to act like, you know, I tried to talk and I tried to do this. No, girl, you stirring it up and you keeping it up, okay? So they had a little pink event, and of course, Sherelle do tell her, you know, what was going on. And, you know, Ashley says that she don't have an issue with the fact that Sherelle is cool with Winter, but I kind of feel like she probably does. And you know, they gonna figure that situation out. I did like the fact that Arena says, since you gonna call us Gutter Barbie, bitch, let me capitalize on it if you not. Okay, you took too long to capitalize on it, so let me go ahead and get some merchandise made. Let me get a jacket made, and that was what was that. But then we also got another situation that's about to pop off because apparently, yes, my left side is swollen. And I feel like it's because my tooth, I can feel it. This is, and this, girl, it's hopefully it'll be okay by the time I do my Real Housewives later on tonight. But girl, yeah, I'm gonna have to put some ice on it. Anyway, it's always something with me. But anyway, so you got that going on, and Joy seen Sherelle, and she was like, you know, they ain't even say nothing. She ain't got nothing to say to her because she, and see, this is the type of petty that I don't know if I like, because Joy has an issue with Sherelle's husband, because Sherelle's husband and Joy used to be in this group called Mumbo Sauce or whatever, and the group basically disbanded and, you know, got messed up because, according to Joy, he wanted to do things for himself, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't for the betterment of the group. So, you know, she pissed off about that, and so it's like anybody that's in association with him is F you. You know what I'm saying? So even if you ain't had nothing to do with it, if you cool with him, F you. And I just feel like, why are you taking it out on the wife when your issue is with the husband? And if your issue is with the husband, why don't you sit, yes, my face is swollen. I don't like this. Why don't you sit down and talk to him, okay? And just sitting there with that stank face on all the time, I just didn't like that. I did not like that. Sherelle got a nice shape. I ain't even gonna lie. Mama got ass on her like it ain't nothing. I said, all right. You know, that's a lot to handle, but I think I can. Moving on from that, Arena and Winter sat down and, you know, they tried to hash that thing out. And, you know, Winter talking about something. I got receipts about. I just wanted to tell you what people were saying. They was talking about your sons and, you know, especially the disabled one. And I said, oh, bitch, you trying to come at her. You know, that's one thing we ain't gonna talk about. It's one thing to talk about Lil Jamie, but then it's one thing to talk about Jason because he disabled. Baby, they ended that episode with them saying that that Arena and Jamie really didn't raise Jason. They shipped him off to a school in Baltimore, and then the only reason why he back is because he aged out, and now they trying to act like they was doing something because other than that they was just out there ripping running the streets. I said, bitch, what? And then it was a to be continued. I said, But all I need to say is, truth be told, Lil Jamie, Big Jamie, Arena, they need to go to counseling. And I feel like a lot of the problem with Lil Jamie is he most likely feels some type of way that probably more attention that was probably given to Jason. Even though he don't want to put it out there, he probably feels some resentment for that, but he don't want to take it out. And so he can't take it out on Jason because it ain't Jason's fault. But he probably, that's why he's acting out against his parents. That's what I feel like. But y'all, that was the episode in a nutshell. It's good. I'm enjoying it so far. Second episode down, and it's a mess. Winter girl, stop playing. Let's be real, okay? But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I'll see y'all later. Peace. Let me go fix my face. Girl, I don't like this.